Student, in previous video we have seen how to draw the 40 pin diagram. Now here we are going to learn all the 40 pin, okay, explanations of all the 40 pins. Let us start. The first, this pin, I consider that each and every student know how to draw this pin. If you don't know, please refer that first part, previous part of this video, and get known of how to draw a 40 pin diagram. Okay, the first pin, x1 x2. Now what is x1 x2? X1 x2 is connected external crystal, connected to an external crystal or a RC or LC network. It produces suitable clock. It means what, you know, whenever we have any IC, if I have any IC, this IC is needed to give a power. Okay, so these are connected. One, it is connected to RC and another one is connected to LC. This is just for connecting purpose. Second one, reset out. Now in this reset out, it indicates that the microprocessor unit is being reset. Means previously whatever the unit may be, whatever may be there in the unit. Okay, so all that is there, whatever is present in this microprocessor unit. So for any data, all this data will get reset. It will get reset. Reset means how I am erasing, it is getting reset now. Okay, like this all the microprocessor unit will get reset by this signal. Understood? It is connected to the peripheral to reset them when microprocessor unit is reset. Example, if I have any peripheral like a keyboard or any display unit, after completing the work it should get reset. Then next one, SOD. The full form of SOD is, it is also called SOD. It is a serial output data line. In this, the 7th bit of accumulator, okay, accumulator is having how much bit? Accumulator is totally having 8 bits. Okay, it is having 8 bit. Now I am writing here bits, that is, suppose I am writing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, okay, 8 bits. Now the 7th bit of accumulator is given to the SOD line. This is given to SOD line. The 7th bit of accumulator is outputted. It is giving outputted to the SOD line. Understood? 7th bit of accumulator is outputted on SOD line when SIM instruction is executed. Okay. SID, it is a serial input data. In this, the 7th bit of accumulator is inputted on SID line when RIM instruction, that is a read interrupt module, is executed. Okay, clear? What is happening, you know, like how we seen in SOD, here also it will be having, and in this the 7th bit, the 7th bit will be inputted. Means what? SID line will give input here. It is inputted. Whatever is there in SID will be given to 7th bit of accumulator by using which instruction? RIM instruction. This RIM instruction. Trap. It is a interrupt. Trap. RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5, INTR. These are 5 interrupts. These are all 5 interrupts. They are interrupts. These are 5 interrupts. Okay, they are interrupts. Okay, so let us know what is this in more detail. This signal is used to interrupt the microprocessor. It has highest priority among all interrupts. When an interrupt is recognized, the next instruction is executed from a fixed location in the memory, that is 0024H. It is non-maskable interrupt. Non-maskable, the meaning of non-maskable is that The meaning of non-maskable is that it cannot be kept pending. It cannot be kept pending. We cannot keep anything pending. हम अपनी instructions को pending नहीं रख सकते. That is, it should not be kept anything pending. Complete करना. How you keep your homework pending? Like that. But here in non-maskable, it cannot keep data pending. Okay. Then here, students, I will give a hint how you should make this, how we get this location. I will give hint to be remember this 0024. Okay, I will tell you how to get this 0024. RST 7.5. RST, the meaning of RST is it is a restart. RST meaning is restart. Meaning is what? Restart. Okay, restart interrupt. This signal is used to interrupt the microprocessor. It is maskable interrupt. It is maskable interrupt. The call location of this interrupt is 003CH. 003CH. RST 6.5, again it is a restart interrupt signal. It is a maskable. The meaning of maskable here, remember, maskable means pending. Okay, pending. Maskable means pending. RST 5.5, it is a restart interrupt signal. It is a maskable interrupt. It has call location. Just see here, the call locations are getting just changed in everywhere. The call location is getting changed. Okay, next INTR. It is a INTR means interrupt. INTR means it is a interrupt. Okay, INTR is what? Interrupt. So what type of interrupt? It is a level triggered interrupt. It is a level triggered interrupt. Okay, level triggered means what? Particular level. We decide particular level. At this level, it will get triggered. Okay, it will get executed. So this interrupt is it is a maskable interrupt. It is having a lowest priority. Now this interrupt is either enabled or disabled by software. Very important. Enabled or disabled by software. We have an option to either enable this or to disable this. But in all that RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5, it is not given such facility by software. Okay, trap also the same. INTA is interrupt acknowledgement signal. It will give acknowledgement. Okay, it will just give the acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means what? Acknowledgement means it will make us aware that now the signal of INTR has occurred. This signal becomes active when INTR is triggered. As soon as INTR is triggered, INTA will become active. INTA will become active. Next, AD0 to AD7. This is I am taking in a group. Okay, AD0 to AD7. Now what is AD0 to AD7? Actually, it is written in this way. AD, it is a subscript. AD7. Okay. Please take a note on this. It is a multiplex address or data bus. It is a multiplex address or data bus. Multiplex means it is having a combination. Here if we see here in this condition, A means address bus, D means data bus. A means address bus, D means data bus. Okay, address bus and data bus. It serves dual purpose. It is having a dual purpose. It will work like address bus also and data bus also. The lower address bus can be separated by using a latch. Actually, latch is what? A separating signal. It is a separating signal. Okay. Here, latch is separated by ALE signal. ALE. ALE here comes in role to separate address and data bus. Then A8 to A15. A8 to A15. 8085 has 16-bit address bus, 16 address lines. Okay, right? A0 till A8, but it was having combination AD0 till AD7. Now A8 to A15. Now what is the difference here? The most significant bits of address bus are separate. These signal lines are unidirectional, means these are bidirectional. Remember, AD0 to AD7 are bidirectional, but 8 to A15 are unidirectional, means only one way. It is having only one way, one direction only. Okay. Now, always remember, it is separate. It is having a most significant bits, means the lower address will come here A0 to A7, and the higher address will come in A8 to A15. Come to the next pin, S0 S1. S0 again, S0 S1. In this way it is written. Okay, they are all status signal. Okay, they are all status signal. It indicates status. These are status signal that has been sent by microprocessor. It has been sent by microprocessor. Here you can see, okay, 00 means halt, 01 means write, 10 means read, 11 it is 1. Okay, 1 when both the condition is 1, it means fetch. Okay, fetch means to accept the data. Clear, students? Now how to remember this? I am giving one simple technique. This will be very helpful to you all. Okay, just you make 1 0 here. It is what? Okay, first I will be making one signal S1 S0. Okay, I will write 0 0 1 0 1, right? Now again 2 times 0, 2 times 1. Now you have to remember only one thing, what operation come, that we have to write operation. Now which operation? 0 0 means what it is doing. So for that purpose I will give a simple technique, that is, you get homework. Okay, you are getting homework, HW. Always refer homework रेफर करो, होमवर्क को रेफर करना चाहिए. तो ओके, तो ऐसे ध्यान में रखो, होमवर्क रेफर. तो here will come H, here will come W, R, F. Now what is H? That is a halt. W means write, R means read, F means fetch. Okay, very simple technique to remember. ALE, that is address latch enable. It is a full form. ALE is the full form, address latch enable. Okay, it is one special output signal. Generated by microprocessor to indicate beginning of the operation. This signal is used to separate the multiplex address and data bus. Means whatever address and data bus we were having now, AD0 to AD7, this will separate. Okay, this signal will separate this. This will separate this by using ALE. Now next, read. That is RD signal. Okay, read is having one bar, that is RD. Remember students, whenever we get this vector like symbol, it means we are just having an active low signal. It refers active low signal. It will refer to what? Active low signal. Whenever you get, suppose I am writing a RD, WR, INTA. Now all these signals are having what? One bar. So this means what? They are active low signal. One point becomes very easy. One point will be common to all. They are active low signal. This is active low signal. This signal indicates that selected line or device is to read and data is available on data bus. Right. The similar way, just here will come the word of write, and instead of read we have to say it is written. Okay. IO means input output, M means memory. Okay, here also you have to remember this. We have one vector sign on memory. What it indicates? It indicates that M is active low signal. Now this will work in active at a high signal. It will work as at a high signal. IOM. Correct? When it goes high, the address on address bus will refer input output device. When it will be 1, when we get signal 1, it will refer to input output. When we will get signal 0, it will refer to memory. Understood? When it go low, it will indicate memory. Ready? It is the input signal used by microprocessor to sense whether peripheral is ready to transfer data or not. Whenever we give any request to move data from one block to another block, at that time it will generate one ready signal. It will check whether our data bus and address bus is free or not. If ready signal is high, the peripheral is ready. If it is low, the peripheral is not available. Okay, we will say the buses are not available for peripheral, then it will go in the state of wait. Reset in. When the signal on this pin goes low, the program counter is set to 00. Means what? Program counter is that program counter will count all. Program counter is such like okay. Program counter is suppose a person sitting on sitting at one place counting how many people travel or passes by this way. So what happened? Particular he make an entry in a book. Okay. And after all, when all the record has been completed, now what it will do? It will do all the record as a reset. Reset means all the record will get empty. It will get empty like this. It will get empty. Okay. So program counter will go in the state of 00. It will come in the state of 00. Clock out. The whole circuit is synchronized with clock. The whole circuit is synchronized with clock. The speed of the system depends on the clock frequency. Entire system is synchronized by the clock only. Our speed of the system will also depend on the clock frequency. Now HLDA, that is the signal is hold acknowledgement. This is a full form. HLDA full form is hold acknowledgement. Okay, it will indicate that a peripheral data has a hold request. After removal of hold request, HLDA will go low. Now what is hold? Hold. This signal indicates that peripherals such as DMA requesting the use of address and data bus. It want to use address and data bus. Then the process regains the bus after the removal of hold signal. Once the hold signal is removed, your processor will get all that address and data bus back. Okay students, this was a simple explanations. Here we completed the explanation of entire 40 pins. So thank you.